this is like her nose figure dark animal one. You survived 8 turns after this. That is true. So if there is a little optimization we can make here, I think we should make it, because you just never know. There's that one chance to resummon them. That could make the difference. So let's have another look at this. Yeah, it's just that Yuna's just a tiny bit too slow. If her tick speed tier was like 1 tier higher and she came back after 3 turns instead of 4, that would have made the difference. But I think it's always going to be 4 turns, no? Let's see. Let's get rid of Auto Haste and give her Auto Phoenix instead. Yeah. Okay, so we'll try that out. I think I'll save this time, just so I can reload from this version. Okay. Ah, shit, I lost the overdrive, so didn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna, again, use good old bar plane to fill them up. Yep, you can. DJ Scoomer, thank you for the donation. How much do you like Elden Ring? I think it's probably top 5 all-time game for me. That's how much I like Elden Ring. And I have like a almost 250 part playthrough of it on the channel. So that's how much I like it. I'm still a little bit skeptical about the whole, like, the new thing that was announced, like the co-op game thing. I'm not sure about that one, but I'll definitely give it a go. Okay. So, let's try this again. So, last time, having the Hyper Mighty G kind of prepped in advance actually helped, in case that scenario happens again. So, we'll just kind of wait for it. Okay, maybe not Grand Summon then. We'll try maybe like 1 Overdrive this time. Is Elden Ring your favorite FromSoft game? And yeah, it is. I would say so far it's Elden Ring, Sekiro, then Bloodborne. But 2025, I plan to try Dark Souls. It's weird that I've played so much FromSoft now, but I've never played Dark Souls. And so that's what we're going to do at some point when I'm ready for it. Okay, so we have the advantage. This was a preemptive strike, surely. So we're going to use all of our turns normally. And then right at the end, we're going to use combined powers. Okay. Does Mindy not cast anything with MP? Yeah, basically, what Mindy can do, a secondary form of attack she has, is that they try to set up like a reflect, and then she bounces off a whole bunch of black magic spells. And that's what she'll try to do. As soon as you have reflect up, that will take priority. And so basically, worst case, if some weird shenanigans happens and she tries to cast spells, obviously if she has no MP left to do that, then she's going to still prioritize her physical attacks. So that's the idea. Yeah, I haven't played any Dark Souls. When I first wanted to try, I tried with Bloodborne in like 2015, I think it was. That was the first one I played. And by that time, I think Dark Souls 3 was out, and I was kind of like, I don't want to go straight in from 3 and stuff like that. So, yeah. The order for me has been Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Sekiro. And then hopefully Dark Souls from the start. That's the plan. Okay. I think I'm still going to go for help each other here. I still want that auto life as soon as possible. My sister's been relentlessly trying to get me to play Elden Ring. It's one of those games that I try to get everyone to play. Like I think at this stage I've known enough people that are not players of that type of game that still really gravitated to and enjoyed Elden Ring. Oh, come on, Mindy. That I still recommend it to people. I'm going to do a one more time here. Because there's no defense thing, but I don't want her to do anything crazy, so I'm going to try to get her to just do this again. Okay. So unfortunately, we didn't gain as big an advantage as I hoped. If we got the first Pasado in, that would have been great, but we'll do it like this. Yeah, I think it's still the kind of game where, for Elden Ring, like, especially if you have it on Steam, the whole, like, 2-hour refund thing, I think if you're really, like, I really don't think this is for me, but I feel so much, like, FOMO about it, that I want to give it a go. I feel like within an hour, hour and a half, you start to get a feel for it, and you can kind of make your mind up a little more. It's the kind of game everyone should just try, like, once. Okay. This time, maybe. Nah, let's just get all of the auto lives on there, and this time I think Cindy can go on the attack a little sooner. Yeah, or you could just beat the game in under 2 hours. That's also true. Oh man. She is really refusing. Basically, I think the second I try to select Do As You Will, she's going to cast Reflect. This is one of those ones where the game's really pushing me to use a Reflect strategy. And obviously, that's completely useless to us here. So again, I'm going to use one more time to try and stop her from casting Reflect or doing something else. And we'll see. Yeah, I'll take that. Anything that isn't Reflect. Reflect is really problematic. Alright, come on, Mindy. Let's go. Let's make use of this preemptive strike. Okay. So now, I think I'm just going to start attacking. Well, it is Do As You Will. So we don't have much choice here. Yeah, there's nothing you could have done there. Come on, haste. What? These guys are being so unhelpful right now. This was like a perfectly decent start if they weren't doing stupid shit. I think Go-Go, there's a chance that she uses Camisade. Basically, at this stage, I don't really... Maybe something like a Curaga on Sandy might be nice. As long as it's on Sandy. Yeah, okay, that's something. At least it gives her more of a chance of surviving an Ultra Spark. That'll do. But you can see how hard it is to get a haste. Half the fight. This time I'm going to say fight. We're going to just try and chip a little extra damage here. This is the best attack for her to do instead of Camisade. Okay, cool. See you later, Douglas. Thanks for joining us. Come on, haste. No. Was that a attack counter not a +3? You saw it went from 10 to 11. It's either a +2 or a +3. It's a +3 if it's like its normal attack, and it's a +2 if it's part of the Ethereal Cannon Ultra Spark attack chain. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, I appreciate the effort, but I think it's a miscount. But thank you for trying. I think as long as we're in the ballpark, that should generally be enough. Yeah, it's one that I can't keep track of in my head. Like, even when I'm playing, like, without a chat or without a stream, I'd have a notepad and I'd literally be just diligently noting every single one down. So, let's go one more time. Let's keep working. Hey, Tanya, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Maybe in your honor, Sandy will actually do a haste. Ethereal Cannon and Ultra Spark are always a 2. Physical is a 2 or a 3, depending on whether it's part of the Decision 1 chain or not. And that's where things get confusing, I think. Oh, man. Damn, 306 of you tuning in at the moment. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this first stream of the year. Right. At this stage, I don't think help each other's going to do much. Maybe they can survive a physical hit. Let's switch back to this anyway. that good old cure. Probably the easiest way to approximate it is Ultra Spark +2, attack is +3. Yeah, I guess if you treat every attack as a +3, more or less it will get you roughly to the same thing. Turning up the air conditioning. It's nice to not need air conditioning at the moment. Oh, Sandy. I think she's only used haste like for one set in this whole session so far. She did like 2 back-to-back and then she stopped. I think that's been it. I kind of need Armageddon to happen now. This is like, yeah, this is bad now. Oof. Do we think that we're basically near 20 now? Yeah, I don't think we've hit 300 for a Tuesday stream pretty much at all, actually. But I think the fact that it's obviously Nemesis, no sphere grid, that kind of thing, obviously attracts a little more attention. Around 20. See, that's the thing. If it's not, then one more of our characters could get KO'd. But I think either way, we're just going to fight here and see what happens. Hammer save. Yeah, I think there's one more attack to come, but we'll just see what happens. Aha! There it is. Now, Mindy's last move was a physical, like a single hit, right? It wasn't a Pasado, so I need to do a do as you will, right? I think she didn't listen to the one more time last time. She did a normal attack. So I think this should help me get a Pasado, or be a bit more likely. I think do as you will is always the one that's more likely to get you the Pasado. Ah! Getting all 3 of them to synchronize up is so bloody hard. The good thing here is that even if they die, she'll remember what she did last, so she'll be able to do haste once she's revived. I've discovered something interesting. The wiki says that Shinryu is not immune to confusion. Now I know we don't have a way to cast confusion in the game, but we found a bug. That's exactly the kind of thing that would help us beat No Sphere Grid Shinryu if it was possible. Some kind of always confuse mechanic. Oh my god, she is not using... Ugh. Just when I get the haste going, she stops using Pasado. Oh wow. See, Carithian's the kind of man that can just step in and say, unfortunately, the wiki is wrong, and he wouldn't be wrong. I trust Carithian more than I trust the Final Fantasy X wiki, put it that way. There's very, very few people on this planet that can just say, unfortunately, the wiki is wrong, and I'd pay attention, but he's definitely one of them. Okay, so this is an interesting situation now, because if Sandy continues to play ball, we have the chance to... Ah, shit. We have a chance to get haste back up. Now, the wiki, the Final Fantasy X wiki is way better than it was like 10 years ago. I remember like mistakes and issues were everywhere like 10 years ago. There was a lot of missing mechanics, a lot of that stuff. It's definitely really plugged a lot of the holes, but there's definitely still some things that it still gets wrong, as Carithian pointed out. No worries, Tanya. Good to have you here with us today. This is the fight that we can actually potentially win anyway. This one's hopefully going to be better. Now, In this scenario, I have to assume that do as you will is the one that gives us the most chance of a auto life. But I have a feeling she just wants to take a break. This looks like a setup for taking a break to me. What do you guys think? Do as you will? I need that auto life. I mean, none of the others are going to give me a chance at it, so I kind of have to. Oh ho! Not on the right one, unfortunately. Now, what's Sandy going to do? She's still on the haste. If it's Ultra Spark next, I'm going to be sad, because this is a chance for us to kind of get a little bit of a... like a recovery in the fight. But... let's see. Okay, is it on... no, we can survive anyway. We can survive. We've still got this. Still got this. Wow, she's really pumping out the haste now. That's why you need to get it like one time and then you have a chance. Alright, so. I have to try one more time and hope that she does it on herself. Yes, she does. Okay. We're clawing back slightly here, but Ultra Spark is coming soon, so we really need to get our momentum really going. Again, now it's that decision. Do I just auto life Sandy, or do I wait for a chance to full life her, potentially? I think I should probably fight now. So this is one of like the more like, it's not just pure RNG, you have to make some decisions in the fight, and I think it's worth waiting for the full life because Armageddon's still quite far away. So I think we're going to try and fight here. The only problem is because everyone's already been... has everyone already been hasted? Yes, right? Yeah. So I can't, like, one more time anymore? Or do I just keep... is it one of these where it's actually a smart idea to just keep doing one more time? So that after we die, she just keeps doing it? Ah, Mindy's not hasted, true. Ah, let's go. I forgot, because they all got KO'd when they got revived again after Armageddon. Okay, things are getting interesting now. I forget just how many... look at how many turns you get when everybody's hasted. This is what I'm saying. This is why being hasted just makes the battle so different. It's huge if you manage it. So now it's the same equation because... what do you think, Creepin? Is it... what does Sandy do if everybody's already hasted and you do one more time? Does she just apply it anyway and it just misses? Or does she just refuse to do it? She probably refuses to do it and you waste your turn, most likely. I was just thinking if I can just keep spamming this, if everybody dies, I could just kind of start using haste immediately again instead of waiting for it. She'll never do haste. That's a shame. Yeah, they're all going to die soon. The one small chance we have is that maybe she can Curaga Mindy so that she can keep her haste. Like, she would survive an Ultra Spark. That's maybe the one thing we could do. So I think I'm going to take a chance. In defense, I don't think we've seen it at all yet, but there is a chance that she can heal her sisters. Right? So I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. It's just a shame that Shell doesn't reduce the damage from Ultra Spark to like 15k. That would have been so nice. Yeah. I ran out of haste at a really bad time. If at least like one of my characters could have survived with haste, that would have been so nice. She just doesn't use full life. Damn it. How much damage have we done? It's been a long old fight. Let's check. What? Only 6 million? Dang. Well, it has 6 million left. We haven't done 6 million damage. Oh no. Yeah, things are starting to go downhill again. Things are going downhill again. And I just feel like the chance of getting haste twice in the fight? Nah. Probably not going to happen. Mindy does not have full life. I'm pretty certain of that. Oof. It's getting close now. Cindy really needs to get that auto life in here. Oh no. We're screwed. What are the chances, man? 2 cures in a row. That just shouldn't happen. So Ultra Spark is coming soon, and that means death. Wow, we've been given one final reprieve. You really need to... You need to do it. It's not on herself. Yeah, Cindy... It's, as you can see, it's just trying to get everything to happen at the same time. It just doesn't. If only she could heal Mindy here. But she won't. Then she could survive an Ultra Spark. Wow. I think we've been a bit lucky though. There's been a lot of physical attacks here to delay the onset of Ultra Spark as much as possible. So we're still in with a shot here. Oh, she didn't use Pasado. They are just not listening. Alright. We're still in it. We're clawing our way through this fight, but we're still in it somehow. But surely it's Ultra Spark next. Right, there it is. Okay, we managed to save 2 of them at least. That's something. But trouble is, Armageddon is not far away. Right. So. I think I need one more turn. Right? So, if she uses full life or life on this turn, then... Yeah. I think this is still the best way. But we're still there. Yeah. Basically, I kind of need Cindy to take this attack. We're really hanging on for dear life here, but... no. Okay, she did take it. So... what do we do here? Like, I feel like there's no point reviving Mindy. She's going to die from Armageddon, but I guess if she uses full life, maybe she can use it twice. Yeah, we can't use auto life anymore anyway, obviously, but... I think... yeah, we'll try and get a full life. At least if it works, then we can do one more time when she dies next. Here we go. Okay, full life. Like, there's been some weirdly clutch things happening, but I just haven't been able to string it together. Like, we're still... I think this is the second Armageddon we're facing, and we haven't been able to... like, the first decent attempt we had it like 4.8 million. This time we're way further into the fight, and it's still 5.5, so it's been very slow. But this one's definitely... we've been, like, a battle of attrition, as... Say Speed Rave says. I had to look at that carefully before reading it. Okay, I'm going to keep trying in case that haste triggers again. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, clutch things are happening. But it's like Mindy's like refusing to use Pasado sometimes weirdly and shit like that. It's been a bit weird, but we're still in it here. It's going to be another race to try and get auto life on Cindy before Ultra Spark happens. Hey Danny, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, indeed. Armageddon counter does reset. So, now we do it one more time, and we really hope and pray that Cindy actually listens. And she does. Do you have enough gym matches? Pokemon don't follow commands at certain levels. I wish it worked like that. Alright, so we keep trying for the defense. Okay, she thought the best defense was attack there. Alright, now it's important. We need the auto life on herself. No. We're still one Ultra Spark away from destruction here. Hey KH, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Did Mindy even do a Pasado last time? I don't remember anymore. Let's just do as you will. So we're still kind of hanging around that same number that we haven't been able to break through yet. Let's see what happens now. Oof. Again, we've been lucky. We've been lucky. Come on, do it on yourself. Yes, we're still in it. Wow, this has been some serious clutch work here, I have to say. Now, we really flipping need a haste to come in. We really need one, badly. Come on. Like they're doing the bare minimum to stay in the fight, but they're not doing enough to win it at the moment. But we'll see. I mean, it's kind of reminiscent a little bit of the winning Nosferatu Dark Anima attempt, where in that sense, like the mid portion of that fight was so bad, where I was like so sure that I was going to die at any second, and we just kept grinding and grinding and grinding, and then the RNG kind of opened up, and then we were able to kind of make a push for the finish. I think I'm gonna... Oh. Shit, man. I was gonna say I want to do it one more time. I think I will. Just basically keep Cindy using auto life so that when we come back from Ultra Spark, she can just do another one as quickly as possible. Yeah, so that's exactly what I've done. Karifi and I are of the same mind on this one, but I'm still waiting for that. Ugh, come on, man. Have you ever murdered Nemesis off stream? No. Literally, the last stream was truly like the first time I ever even tried. And that was like attempt 1. So this is like all time. This is like attempt number 4 or 5 or something against Nemesis. So that's why it'd be very exciting for me to do. It would be something I've done live. For the first time, it would also be live. Yeah, see, now it's a bit shit because we're kind of stuck here. I don't think she can... Maybe there's a chance she saves someone from Ultra Spark with a Curaga, like a double Curaga, if Nemesis uses an attack next time. Okay. Fair enough. She's done a lot of good work. I can't hate on that. Okay, there it is. It took a long time. We got quite a long break. So is Penance easier? In no Sphere Grid, definitely not. I think Penance is almost always harder, honestly. Maybe there's certain... I can't imagine a challenge where Penance would be easier than Nemesis. I don't think so. Yeah, Karifian says the same. Hey Jit Geek, thanks for joining us. Yeah, it'd probably be a good VOD to watch, especially if this battle somehow ends up being like a kind of crawling through for the win. Probably still start here. Oh boy, okay, she's going a bit off the rails here. Taking a break and then a Camisade. Is it worth trying for haste? It always is. That's what I've been doing for like 95% of Sandy's turns. I've been trying for haste. The only way to get haste, the only way, is for Sandy to cast it under the defense command. That's literally the only way. Is it the RNG that makes Penance impossible, or the damage on the arms just isn't there? I mean, I think RNG, technically. I mean, you can do it. I've mentioned a few times, Coryphean has proved that no Sphere Grid Penance is doable in terms of a purely theoretical kind of framework. It can be done. But in any real sense, you can't. So I think that means that it's an RNG thing. Is this a legit run? Did you edit the save file? The save file is edited. These stats and all that kind of stuff, I haven't manually grinded for these stats. But in terms of how the fight would actually play out, it's exactly the same regardless of what path you took to get here. So she needs to fully protect and shell everyone haste to be guaranteed. I don't think haste is ever guaranteed. But it would increase her chances, yes, if everybody was. Alright, I'm going to really need an auto life right about now. Was auto life her last move? No, that auto life that Mindy has is an old one, I think. Oh, man. Nah, okay, things are going off the rails now. 2 Camisades on a help each other. That's bad. That's bad. I have had a few Posados in the meantime. Let's do a little damage check. Ooh, 3.5 million left. Gosh. As Bugenhagen enters the chat, let's see if Bugenhagen is going to bring us some good fortune and we're going to see a haste. Oh. But yes, this is a new PR. That is correct. I mean, it's not like we've had a huge amount of attempts to get there, but it is true. That shell there was clutch. It saved my life. But with Armageddon coming very soon, we don't have auto life on Cindy, so we're in trouble. Oh, man. Wow. These turns have been very, very fortunate. The fact that all 3 of them are still alive here is very, very lucky. I think all in all, in terms of like the Nemesis side of things, and for a lot of stuff, it has been a very lucky run. It's been a weird one. There's been like big unlucky elements, but I think overall I'd say it's on the luckier end here. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate it. Glad you could join us. Now, this is an important moment because based on the counting that people are doing, it's almost certain that Armageddon is coming next. And we all know what that means. It means that we need auto life on Cindy. It's non-negotiable. We're not close enough to the end of the fight where there's some chance that we could still kind of push through just with damage alone. We still have 3 million damage needed. So we have to have this work. Okay. Let's see. Yep. I think that marks the end of the run here. Again, what do you guys think? Should I just give it... I think I should give it another try in terms of dismissing them and then trying to see if I can survive and resummon them potentially. Might be worth a try. I mean, we almost did it last time. Maybe we can potentially pull it off this time. I think it's worth a look because it's pretty much guaranteed that we're screwed if we stay. So we're going to dismiss here. See what happens. Cindy had a great run of auto lives for a while, but then as soon as those Camisades started coming in, I was like, nah, like something's wrong here. Where are you in the cycle? I think we're actually close to Ultra Spark, unfortunately. So I think this is also not going to work. Yeah, I think we're screwed because we're too close to Ultra Spark. This kind of has to happen immediately after an Ultra Spark. Yep. GG. So that's a personal best right there. 3 million HP left. I feel like that could have gone so differently. Like for all the clutch moves that we had, there were just a lot of like bullshit things that happened that could have really changed the fight. Yeah, I kind of realized too late where I was in the cycle as well. I think you're right, Carithian. But it was almost certainly screwed either way. You're right. Okay, cool. See you, Star. But getting some solid attempts in here. And, well, we're getting far enough that it seems very reasonable that we can get this done. But, obviously, the fight is long, and how many attempts it will take, we still don't know. I mean, we don't know if that was, like, overall still really good RNG, and so we got much further, or not. We'll have to see. The only way is to get straight back in there. Give it another go. So buckle up, because this could be a few sessions of this, depending on how things go. But I think you've seen how possible it is, and if we win, it'll be a lot of fun. So stick around and see if I can get this done. Feels much less futile than Shinryu, definitely. I think for Shinryu, I didn't launch more than 3 overdrives in the whole session. Okay, here we go again. That's a good start. Wow. Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, let's combine them up now. Maybe he gets 2 attacks as a result, but whatever. I mean, this is over 1 million damage already to start. It's kind of crazy where once you get flowing, you can do damage so fast. We didn't really get to use enough of Mindy in haste in the previous one. I think, yeah, she got like a couple of Pasados in, and one of them I think was a normal attack. Maybe you should restart until you get a preemptive strike. Possibly, yeah. I don't want to get into that game like too much right now, just constantly just keep restarting. Like if I don't get a haste on the first turn, restart, etc. I think it'll be a bit too much back and forth. Is this a new attempt? Yes, it is. Unfortunately, I got it down to 3 million, and then we got taken out. Oh, what is going on? Okay, Cindy's just refusing to participate in this fight at all. How come Megasisters, other than damage output, because they have auto life and can survive Armageddon, is probably the first answer I would have for that. Oh, okay, everyone's just tired. No one wants to do anything. Maybe I should just throw this attempt. No. Okay, you guys want to be like that? Then we're just going to start again. That's just lame. Forget that. We're not having like 5 take a breaks in like the first 7 moves. Get out of here. I don't think it restarted the game though. It kind of quit the fight. How did that work? Did it? Eh? Whatever. I think it worked. Ah, shit. I'm gonna cheat here. Just briefly, just so I can get Riku's full overdrive back. With this F2 command, you can do that. Okay. It's a quick way to do it without having to restart the game. If you gave Anima Bahama auto life, I wonder if they could tough it out. Probably they could, because a solo character can defeat Nemesis, so I don't see why not. So I think yes, auto life's probably the difference. Okay, let's go again. What run is this now? It's probably like 5 or something. We haven't really had many. And that one, obviously, we restarted so fast. I think if I get that bad a start, I will restart. There's no point trying to claw that back from the get-go. But that's also why I tried to do the whole just like double overdrive right from the get-go, just to really get them like less likely to skip turns. You see what I mean? I feel like this stuff happens way more when you don't immediately combine powers. You see what I mean? Like a double taking a break there. That's just not good. And then this option is really funny because basically I think she's almost guaranteed to use Reflect here if you don't use the overdrive. So yeah, it's kind of bullshit. So I think honestly this one I might just restart again, but just to show you guys what happens here, I think the highest probability thing here is a Reflect on Cindy, which is what we don't want. Yeah. So that's why she was like, you use the overdrive or I'm going to Reflect. There's nothing else in between. So that's why this attempt is also going in the bin. But it's interesting when it happens like while the sisters are out. Like this effect, this isn't obviously a restart, it just ends the fight. So it doesn't do a proper game over from there. Yeah. Yeah, I did not know that. The game already has a no game over flag set at that point. Ah, that's interesting. Fair enough. Yeah, the music's completely... for anyone who might be new to the streams, there's 366 people still watching, so in case you haven't tuned into one, either before or in recent times, I have a mod going that under normal circumstances stops the game's normal battle theme from playing, because we get a lot of copyright issues. The main battle theme is protected by copyright by a lot of annoying third parties that try to claim it automatically anytime it's heard in any piece of content on YouTube. And so Carithian whipped up a little mod that allows the background music to just keep playing instead of the battle theme. But in the monster arena, unfortunately, that doesn't quite work properly, and it's very temperamental about when it works and when it doesn't. So that's why you might sometimes hear the battle theme kick in, and sometimes it doesn't. So that's the situation. Hey James, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So I think I kind of want to go back to my whole using the overdrive first